I don't have a problem with Cetro. I know that might piss all of you off, since, you know, you're all friends and you like me writing. Do it look like I give a fuck? If you decide to ban me, if your top 3 leave, let me know, bro. That hell update better save you. Now listen, man. This isn't a threat. This is a promise. Stop being so damn corrupt. Then you're gonna have another Balboa situation on your hands. Except this time, it's worse. And we already know how Balboa turned out for everybody here. Y'all even blacklisted his name. Hi boys, what's good? I know I've been here with the late posts, but you know, I just wanted to make another Type Soul video. Now, I know I said I didn't want to make Type Soul videos, but to me, this isn't really a Type Soul video. It's more of a people who own the game video, because I'm not talking about the game. I'm not playing the game. Haven't played the game since they chase banned me, just like Balboa. They actually chase banned me before Balboa, which is like the main reason why I quit. But on top of that, it was just really boring. Like I shit you not, 3 days after quitting Type Soul, or just not playing Type Soul as a whole, I didn't even want to come back. Even if I was unbanned, I didn't want to make an alt. I didn't want to progress again. I didn't want to even use somebody else's account. I'm just not doing that. The game is just so dry. It's been dry. I don't care what they add. The only things that they add is just abysmal items or stupid weapons, brain dead stuff. The balancing is terrible, but we're not talking about the game here. Again, we're talking about the people. Now, the people in question here is mainly Chaotic, the other owners, like 4Data, stuff like that. And a lot of people have been having issues with Chaotic. I just saw Balboa's video too. He just made a Dear Chaotic, you're cooked video. Now, not only is Chaotic kind of cooked, but his game is too. Because low-key, after firing Cetro for seemingly no reason, because you didn't really do anything with that percent, it seems. As far as I'm aware, if they change it and they, like, you know, give more people more percent, I don't know why Dave is on payroll. I don't know why Dave hasn't been fired, at least to my knowledge. He has not been fired yet, which is insane. Like, bro got fully outed as a full-on pedophile with liking 14-year-olds nudes and like getting happy about it. That was crazy. Now, I'm not really surprised. They have always had their jerk circle, and I've been saying this for weeks, like ever since before I turned 18. I was saying this, preaching, bro, because listen, if you know why I got banned, or why any of all the other content creators got banned, it was simply because we talked back. And in my case, I ain't even talked back. I got banned before I said anything back. And that to me is just the craziest power trip of all time. And I told them, I literally told them, maybe banning all your content creators isn't a good idea. They're gonna turn on you, and then the player base is gonna turn on you, and then you're gonna get outed, and nobody's gonna be playing your game. On top of that, your reputation is going to be tarnished forever because you've killed Type Soul effectively twice. That is crazy. Cetro revived the game and had it at a constant 35k player. Do you know how much 35k players on Roblox is, bro? That is a lot. That's more than a lot of games. A lot of big games, especially for an anime game. That's got to be like at least top 5, right? Top 5 concurrent player base for any anime game. 35k is a lot, but you know, most of the time anime games don't get that many players. Other than like Strongest Battlegrounds, you got Blocks Fruits, Jujutsu Shenanigans. A lot of the Battlegrounds games be kind of popping off, and then Type Soul, right? Like, this is one of the biggest games, and since yesterday, the game has fallen from 35k to 20k. Now, don't get me wrong, 20k is still a lot of players, but if it's dropped 15k in a day, that's not good. And I think everyone understands that. And it's not because the game is like terrible. The game is constantly getting worse and worse and worse because of the balancing, but it's mainly just because of the devs. I had a bunch of people in my DMs saying like they got muted for saying that Chaotic was being freaky, or he's an oddball, or he's a little silly. Just getting straight up banned, perma banned, or muted. And the way they justify this is they say it's misinformation. Clearly, one, it's a joke. And also, two, if you can't handle a joke and you're banning people, then, bro, how are you going to run a game? People make jokes. Like, come on. And this kind of behavior didn't really show up until Chaotic came back and started being a more active inside of Type Soul. And let's be honest, the only reason Chaotic even came back in the first place is because he saw how popular Type Soul was getting under Cetro's ownership, and he decided to say, oh, yeah, I want my percent back. This is my game. I forgot. And now he's running it back into the hole. Keep in mind, he's kept the same team that destroyed his game a year ago on the game. Not only that, but it's not just the owners crashing out anymore. If we look at this message that Josh sent, then it kind of, it's pretty ironic, number one, but these guys are just really crashing out on everybody. First, I want to premise this by saying these Type Soul owners got me chase banned from a lot of other games. Like, I was a CC in this Mashal game that I really enjoyed. They banned me from it because they kept saying that I was quote-unquote doxing people, and they also got me banned from Peroxide for the same reason, which I never doxed anybody. And yet they're crashing out on these same people that they were like reporting me to, or I don't know, trying to say that I'm the bad guy for or something. And this is a pretty ironic text to me, just because serial groomer, really? I don't think he knows who his lead developer is. Not only that, but if we look at this clip of Terumi and the Terumi res, I didn't really know what this was until like literally right now. But this thing, I'm gonna be honest, it just looks really low quality. Like, does it not? Am I tweaking? It looks so low quality, it's actually funny. Especially this little kick barrage. What is that, bro? What is this? This shit looks like ABA. You know what? I take that back. ABA could do better. Let's be honest. ABA could do way better. Looks like it came straight out of Type Soul Battlegrounds, gang. What are you doing? I've never seen a game so corrupt with their owners and just so downright disrespectful to everyone that they interact with. I genuinely don't think that Type Soul should be popular, nor should the owners be getting any more money off of this game. Because since Dave hasn't been fired, I'm pretty sure that's gonna have to count as, you know, people kind of defending a groomer. Am I wrong? Are they not? It's not a good look for, like, you know, everything else. As far as I'm aware, he hasn't been taken off of payroll or anything. He still has his percent, which is more than many of the other devs. And Dave is just not good at keeping a good community around. He just kills the game by not adding things players want, not listening to people. And this is the same issue that we had a year ago. If you look at my videos a year ago, you'd see me complaining about the exact same fucking thing. Bans that they just do random bans just because they don't like people, and they bully people, and they black market, which not very mod behavior. They're all on usually right now, and I'm seeing bad numbers, and I wonder why. I wonder why we're not getting as many players as even on regular days like a week ago. And it's not even funny. The only reason I came back to Type Soul is because they started listening to their community and they started doing better things for us. Giving us a bunch of rerolls, adding new mythic stuff, new fun items, weekly updates. It was great. It was amazing. But now all this dev drama, and I think it might have cracked Chaotic. It might have cracked him and the developer team, because they're all kind of crashing out. Not only are they muting general chat, not letting anybody say anything about the game, they don't allow any jokes ever, and this has been the same way ever since Chaotic came back. They don't allow any disrespect to anyone in their friend group, and if you do, you're just instantly banned because they don't care. And honestly, I really don't think it's that hard to just not be corrupt, right? Like, is it really that hard to not ban somebody for a joke? Like, I don't understand it. Game is dry. There's nothing to really do in the game. the fact that it still even has 22K players actually boggles my mind. And I think that more YouTubers need to start talking about this issue, because none of this is going to get fixed unless we do. And even if we do, it might not get fixed. But either way, I really just think that this game is not worth playing. It's not worth even looking at it, simply because of the devs. At least for me, if you still like the gameplay, I'm sure you can still enjoy it the way you want. But personally, the image of this game is ruined for me. The way that all of these devs have just disrespected not only me, but the entire community it just really makes me not want to play. Clearly, they don't even respect their own developer team, as they make them work like slaves for barely any percent, which I think they should be getting more. But I digress. At least now that Cetro's gone, they said they were going to speed it up, and they were going to, release things early, whatnot, which maybe that'll drip feed the game for a little bit on like an IV, but low key, I don't know. I'm not game smart enough to comment on all that, but including the Dave situation, Chaotic crashing out on literally nothing all the time, and the rest of the developer team being either worked like slaves or, in Josh's case, I guess he's kind of hating on Peroxide for I don't know what reason. I really don't. If I did, I'd say it, but I don't. And in the first place, I don't know why they have beef with Peroxide. Like, what did they do? I don't know. But yeah, that's just my take for today. I just wanted to yap a little bit so that I could, I guess... I mean, I do want more people to know about this situation, because it is very important. And, I mean, my channel it's mainly Bleach things. And this game has been one of my favorites for quite a long time, so it's kind of sad to see it in this state. But hey man, there's new Bleach games coming out, like VV. Can't wait for that. Let me know in the comments your thoughts. I'll see you next time. Peace.
Woke up looking for the broccoli. High key, keep a horn on me. That could my seat. IP ownership, the blueprint is by me. Mr. Get Off, I get off at my feet.